Let's talk mirror neurons. What are they and what aren't they? See, I see this discussion going on online where people seem to think of mirror neurons as these separate things kind of floating around in your brain somewhere, and they're separate from the neurons that do stuff that we know about, like moving our arms around or feeling certain feelings. A much more accurate way of thinking about it is certain neurons activate when I pick up this cup of coffee and take a sip. Now I watch you do the same thing, and as you pick up your cup of coffee, a lot of the neurons that activated when I did it reactivate as I watch you. But not all of them, because if all of them did, I'd actually pick up a cup of coffee and drink it. That's mirroring. It's activity in my brain that is similar to, but not exactly the same as the activity in your brain as I watch you do something, typically that I've done before. At least that's according to what we see in things like monkey studies, because in humans the data is there in more recent years, but a little bit mixed and hotly debated. In particular, researchers are arguing both over the extent of its existence for humans and its functional role. Because even if we see a phenomenon, that doesn't necessarily mean it's doing something that is noticeably valuable. So as an example, often people talk about mirror neurons as if they are the key to empathy, but that doesn't really seem to be the case. That's just taking an observed phenomenon of mirroring and making an assumption that that equals the experience of empathy, even though the data doesn't really support that. Now, there is some data associating the mirroring system and its activity with certain different things like different neurotypes and even specific diagnostic disorders. But again, that's just an associative relationship. Anyway, if there's any areas of the mirror neuron system you want me to get into more detail on, be happy to check it out. Just post in the comments.